Hello, everybody. This is Duck, and welcome to another episode of Duck's World. We are here in the base where we are working on getting a little bit of some more order into this chest monstrosity right here, because I will be in the process of the next few episodes. We will be working on getting an automatic sorter up here in the base via Redstone, so that I don't have to worry too much about this chaos that is happening here in the base, so that this does not happen anymore. This cannot happen anymore. So that's what we're going to be working on today. But in to catch you guys up to speed on what's been happening in between episodes, I recolored these 5 shulker boxes that'll stay in my ender chest. So my valuables are now bright blue, tools are now gray, food is almost a black, dark gray, and then these 2 shulker boxes are just going to be general necessity storage, which I haven't emptied out yet. And I went back to the end, did some end busting, and now I have these pink shulker boxes. I dyed them magenta. And what these shulker boxes are for, these are going to be general purpose project boxes. So one of them actually is going to be used right away in the sorting system and will be permanently placed there once I get that up to speed. But that's for when we actually get closer to the end, because we're gonna have a shulker box unloader into the sorting system if I have space. That's going to be a big concern for me, is space in this relatively small base, honestly. But that's not the primary goal right now. We're gonna have to take some of these shulker boxes, actually, maybe even all of them, for general purpose storage. While I pull these, I'll take them all with me. Oh, I'm missing one spot. What don't I need? I don't need the pressure plates. I'm gonna need these for storage when I pull apart all these chests for the time being, and maybe I won't even have enough space for that. So I'm gonna actually start pulling these chests apart so that we can start working on this right away. But that's gonna take some time, and it's kind of boring. So I'll just catch you guys back up to speed when we get closer. Alright, so these 4 shulker boxes have been designated as food boxes now, and I got the entire food chest gone. And that's actually a concerning thing, since they're almost all completely full. Now, admittedly, I've got a lot of non-stackable items in here that will be thrown out later, but at the moment, that's a lot of space now that we only have, I think, 8 shulker boxes for the rest of the storage system. And these 3 chests right here, there's a whole lot more here than there is here. So for the time being, these might have to be 2 separate storage systems that are automatically sorted, and we'll have to work the storage system in stages, I think, is what we'll have to do. But speaking of food, I just got rid of all of mine. So we'll do this, throw down the cake, because the cake can be eaten and then it's out of the way. But yeah, we're gonna have to work this in stages. But next is the redstone box, which doesn't even have just redstone in it. It's got a whole lot of stuff. But this one should be a whole lot easier since there's practically nothing in it. So I'm just gonna have to work on getting this in here. And I'm not gonna worry about any more organization. There's bread in there though, which I'll put in the food. But I'm not gonna worry about too much more of this organization process. Because this is all gonna need to be sorted anyways. I'll keep the water bottles because those can go right in with potions to make it easier. But the rest can go in here just because that'll make it a little bit easier for me just to dump it to storage later. So I'm just going to be doing this for probably a considerable amount of time now, until we are all back up, set, and ready to go with another progress update with hopefully some actual redstone being done. One thing I did want to point out is I did get the cartographers leveled up to the globe pattern, and so I made a couple globe banners that are dotted across the base like so. And I just wanted to say that I liked the pattern, and I thought, oh, that can give me a little bit more of a structure to my base so that it has something else with it. Also, I forgot to point this out. We have gotten 2 tridents. I went and grinded for them. We have Poseidon's pitchfork, which is the Riptide Mending and Unbreaking trident, And we also have the energetic electrical device, which is the one with loyalty, impaling, and channeling on it. And this took me a long time to do. It was painful, but I have no life, so it works. But more of the more important progress update is we actually did get this whole side sorted into shulker boxes. So here's brewing, here's the dimensional, here is the redstone, and here is the food. Now to start, I'm actually going to need to tap into this redstone box because I'll need that, and I'll need a lot more torches, that is for sure. And we'll do oak planks for now because why not? But we're going to start on the sorting system right off the bat, and I'm actually doing this from a tutorial on online. And in the next clip I'll have the actual name for you because I can't remember it off the top of my head. So there won't be very much of me building it on camera because frankly I don't know what I'm doing, and so it'll be best that I don't try to mess stuff up on camera for you guys. But yes, I am using a tutorial. I don't know redstone that well. I'm gonna probably here in not too long start a series about where I learn redstone, but I'm not to that point yet. So just be on the lookout for that, and I apologize now that I'm using a tutorial and not trying to figure it out myself. But I'm lazy, so there you go. So I'm going to quickly check on that, and then we'll start building for you guys. Alright, so the first module is complete, and this design is actually by Jacob Fuels, and I'll leave the link in the description to the site that I used of his to make this design. But what should happen is in the top hopper, once I get all these modules built and I know which items go where, I should be able to fill it with a certain amount of that item. And when the hopper chain above it reads that, it'll send only that item into the hopper chain, which will drop it into this hopper, which will drop it into this chest. And from there, I do believe that I can make the hopper increase the amount of chests underneath. So theoretically, that should be all the redstone that I need to do besides adding hoppers to the chests beneath. So this is just the one module. It's kind of ugly. I'm not a huge fan of redstone being left visible, but that's what will just have to happen. And I'm using oak just because I've used oak elsewhere. But theoretically, I should be able to just throw a hopper underneath and then throw more chests down, and that should give me the surplus of storage that I need. So let's see what happens if I do this. If I throw items in there, and it should go through here. It does go through here. Oh. Okay, I see. But it doesn't, it's like sorting them in, where is it putting them? Oh, is it putting them in here? Yeah, it puts them in there. All right, so I can do this and have it be 2 chests or further down if I needed to for storage. All right, cool. So that's working properly. That's good. And there should be 22 left. All right, that makes sense. Cool. All right, because this torch here will lock this hopper, so some of this redstone has to stay so that it doesn't get backlogged with other stuff. All right, so it's working. Cool. All right, so that's the first module done. Now only a bunch left to go. However, I don't have very much iron for these redstone components, so I'm probably going to have to go mining now, and I don't want to bore you with that, so I'm going to do that. But this process is going to take a considerable amount of time, so I'll just work on it, and I'll catch you guys with another progress update. Just a little bit of a progress update after spending an hour of my recording time getting sticks and iron and whatnot. We do have what we need. I crafted way too... probably not. I've got a hopper line that I'll have to do. I didn't craft way too much iron. Hoppers. But we do have several modules in now. I believe that's 5. Yep, I can still count. And now that I've kind of got the system down, I'll explain to you how it goes while I'm building it. So this first block that I just placed, this one that I'm jumping on, this is not actually doing anything. That's just there for my ease. And what I'm doing here is this repeater does what a repeater does. It'll repeat stuff. And then this redstone dust is what connects the repeater itself to the comparator. But I'm not going to build that yet because I have to come down here and I'll place my chest as usual. And here's the hoppers, and that just connects these two towers of chests. Now here's the key: the comparators and the hoppers. I have learned. So the comparator makes a detection from a hopper, but before I can place the hopper that it detects, we have to put one at the chest over on this side, and then we can place the hopper for the comparator. There we go. And then we're down here. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to place down a redstone torch. So to explain what this does, is this repeater is here just to repeat the process. The comparator will make detections of items that increase in here, and it'll just flip on, put it on add mode, and it will unlock this redstone torch via this redstone output from the repeater to the torch, which will unlock this hopper, which will let its contents one at a time go into this top chest, where then the hopper will bring it down to this bottom chest, giving it more space. The system will freeze up if I go beyond the storage of this chest, so I'll have to be careful with that. But a lot of my junk items are going to go into mass storage on this back line here. I think that's just going to be mass storage, so a lot of this junk won't go in there. But like, we've got smooth stone in here, and we've got glass, and we've got sand. That stuff will go in mass storage, but stuff a little bit more valuable that is stackable, like the tools and the armor, we'll have to figure something else out later, because those are stackable items and the storage system doesn't like that. But stuff like this, like we've got emeralds and copper and bone meal and stuff like that, that is non-stackable, that can all get thrown into the storage system and be organized. Books we won't be able to. Stuff like nautilus shells we will be able to. And ores. I'm hopefully going to have enough space for ores as well. So that's kind of the progress update there on what's happening. And I'm just going to keep building, and I'll catch you guys back up to speed when I've got it almost done. Alright, so this is what this final line of modules looks here on this side. It doesn't look too bad. I guess I can deal with the visible redstone, but it definitely doesn't fit in with the rest of the build, but it'll work. However, I'm not sure I'll get to this side yet. I'll have to check on time, but I'm going to work on the hopper line now so that I can find a place to put an input chest. So let me work on that, and then we will be ready to go. Alright, so here's the input chest, and here's the hopper chain all the way across, and that should hopefully get all of these modules so that they will fill up. Now, I am going to actually, I just checked my time, I just checked my recording time, and I actually do have time to build up this side, because this hopper line doesn't end here. This hopper line is going to go across this line, hence this line here, because this on this back wall will just be mass storage for stuff that doesn't go in there. So I'm going to have another sorting system on this side that I'll start working on here, but I've got so much junk right now that doesn't need to be here. Like most of this, like there's some good stuff in here, but most of this I don't need. So I'm gonna spend quite a bit of time just throwing stuff out. Because I've got a lava garbage can up by my bed now, so I don't have to worry too much about taking care of that. And making sure that this stuff gets disposed of so that I don't pick it up. But I'm going to be working on this for a considerable amount of time now, trying to get this side up, or at least some of it up, before the end of this episode. So I'm going to continue working on that, but first off, we got to get rid of all this junk. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I've been able to get out a Ducks World episode in my standard 1 to 2 day upload time. This right here, these shulker boxes I had to go grinding for again in another end city, because I was only able to fill up this bottom chest of this garbage before everything else was filled up. And I also died to the end too. No, I didn't like die like to the end, like I didn't fall in the void. But Enderman happened on the main end island, which I'm very grateful for. I was able to get all of my stuff. It was almost a disaster, but I was able to get all of my stuff. I was smarter this time and moved to the center of the end island when I knew I was going to die, not to the edge. So I didn't end up losing my stuff. But now we've got to go through and do this number now, which I've actually been loathing. I don't like doing this because now I just have to go through here and just fill up these shulker boxes with crap because I know that it's going to take forever to do, and it's also just a pain in the butt to get taken care of. But it has to be done, unfortunately, and that means that I have to do it. But now that I've gotten more shulker boxes, I've dyed the more magenta dye. I think I've still got some more in here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. The magenta dye. I got so much of this stuff. You hear a wandering trader up there. I maxed him out with the magenta dye. He had magenta and he had brown, and I maxed them both out with as much as I could get. And then I was trading to get some more. So I've been working on that dye especially. But now this is my life. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. So we've gotten the what I had deemed the trash section done, and what I'm going to do with this tools and armor is I'm going to check to see if there's anything here. Oh, there's a thunderstorm going on. Anything here that I might want to keep. Anything that has some particular value or something that I can't get in a trade. Because I'm just going to burn these chests and all these items out of here. Because I think that's the easiest way to get rid of them, and I don't need any of them. I'll take the arrows, actually. Unbreaking efficiency, nah. Fortune 2, sure. Lure and unbreaking, nah, don't need it. Need all the compasses. I can trade for chainmail. Oh, this thunderstorm is getting somewhere. If I've got time, I might actually take you guys out. Efficiency, only need one of them. Take the diamond helmet, flint and steel, unbreaking axe. Cool. Alright, now I have to break all these so that the fire doesn't spread. Holy cow, we're getting some storms. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out. I don't have enough storage space, so what don't I need right off the top of my... I don't need this many arrows, honestly. Alright, okay, so that's that. I'm just moving these shulker boxes so that they don't get burnt down. And then I will burn that set of chests because there's no sense in having stuff that I don't need even here. And I should have done this with the trash, but I didn't have that idea right away. So I'm just gonna get rid of them. It seems like the best thing for me to do, considering I'm trying to get a little bit more organized, and that means that I might have to burn some stuff down, which is to be expected because that's kind of how it has to work. But that should be all of the shulker boxes from this area. I did miss that. I accidentally put a hole in my own base. Seems like the storm is done, so we're not actually going to take our tridents out and have some fun time. We'll do that later. It is raining, but nah. I need to get this done first. Alright, flint and steel, where were you? Alright, and then theoretically, can I not light you on fire? Can I not light... I can't light chests on fire, can I? Alright, crap. Well, what we can do is this. Let's do this, and then we can light all these items on fire. And that should get rid of them, too. Do this. Get them. Get them. Alright, now get out of the way. Burn. 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 Burn all this. We gotta burn all this stuff out of here, because it's not worth having here. When it's just making it harder for me to find stuff and organize stuff. When all of this stuff I can get relatively easy now, so there's no sense in having it. So, with that, we should be a little bit better organized now. That's on wood, so I'll leave that there. But, I'd burn myself, why don't I? Alright, so that's done. So that's the second one. Now all we've got is the valuables, which I might have to do some work with, because I have no more shulker boxes. But we'll get to the valuables here in one moment. Okay, so I was going to continue working here, but I don't know what to do with the with this storage. I mean, it's not as full as the other stuff, but it's a lot of non-stackable items, so I'm going to have to hold off on that for now. What I'm going to do in the effort to maybe get a video out to you guys, so you're not waiting so long for this, is we're actually going to have some fun. And now that might seem counterintuitive, but we're going to have some fun, because why not? And we are going to do it out in the rain, and just for the sake of being safer, I will have this all here, although not in my usual order. We'll do the electrical device. Now, I've already used these before, so there won't be any achievements related to them. But what we can do is we can go smite this wandering trader, since his trades are all locked up, and I still have a little bit of time, I hope. Okay, yeah, we still have a little bit of time to go take him out. So let's go take out his llamas. Actually, let's take him out, since I can see where he is. Alright. Hey. Alright, it seems that it's no longer a thunderstorm, so we're not going to get any lightning, unfortunately. But, it's still fun nonetheless to take them out. There's one down. There's the other down. Alright, so there's the lightning. Why wasn't it here earlier? Where are ya? Hey. Oh. Alright, well, we won't worry about that. We took him out. More than anything, I want to fly. So let's fly. Fly a little bit. Ouch. Oh. Ow. That was a little laggy, but maybe we can get lightning on these zombies? Come on. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, I've got thorns. Forgot that I put thorns on these. I'm not a huge fan of them, actually. Of thorns, actually. Alright, well, it's getting daytime, so we're not going to be able to do much here. Oh, come back to me. Alright, yeah, so we're not going to be able to do much. However, we will fly a little bit until the rain clears. Hopefully we don't die because of it. But we can fly at least, which is kind of cool. I didn't think that would be ever anything that I could do, although I'm taking a lot of fall damage. But it'll be okay. I'll be fine. But it's cool nonetheless. Let's eat a little bit. Wow, it gets a little laggy when I do that, so I'm sorry about that. But let's try that again. Fly. Fly up here. Yep. Now we can fly a little bit more. Cool. Ouch. But, yeah, this is a good little distraction, but I'm not sure that I actually will be able to get away from doing what I need to do. Might have to actually get this sorting system done. I just don't know how to deal with all these non-stackable enchanted books. Realistically, that's the biggest thing. Because a lot of my other valuables are going to be put in my ender chest anyways, so I don't know what I'm going to end up needing to do with that. But, I think that for the time being, I'm going to go back and try to brainstorm it out. This was a good little distraction, at least. And then I'll catch you guys when I've got a solution for our storage problems. So after some thinking, I think that these two boxes here are going to be designated as book boxes for the time being. And I'm hoping I have some dye in here, which I do not. So I gotta go find some dyes. I don't want them to be purple because this could very well be a permanent thing. Oh, let's grab some green. From a cactus. We'll just throw that in there. I don't know how many dye does one cactus do. Does it do any dye? I thought cactus did a dye, but does it not? I guess not. All right. Wait, do you have to smelt it? You might have to smelt it. I'm gonna check because I don't want to waste cactus when I don't have very much of it. But I'm gonna find dyes. Let's not worry about cactus. Throw that back in there. I gotta have something else that can be used for good dyes here somewhere. Or just some. I can just use ink sac. These will be black dye for now. They'll be black dye for the time being for these book boxes. But that'll be okay because they'll be kept separate anyways. So we'll do this and we'll do this. These two boxes will be put over here. Because I'm going to break all the books and throw just books in these two for the time being. So let's work on that. So this is books. This is books. Is that it for books? Just these two? Now we might have enough space. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So what we'll do is we'll just throw in a book. The books? No, we won't have near enough space. That's for sure. Crap. Well, Maybe I'll have to go through and get all the duplicates, because I got a bunch of duplicates. I don't want the iron in there, though. I might have to go through and get rid of all the duplicate books. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or is there any more empty ones? This one's partially empty. We can consolidate, actually. Throw these in here. Get these out of my inventory. We'll throw this in here. And then we should maybe have enough space for... throw those in there too. For the rest of these books in this box. Maybe not. Anything else? Anyone that's close? Yeah, that we can throw the rest in there too, and that can be another empty one. That should get us close as well. Alright, cool. So, this is what we'll have to do. This is what my life has been with trying to sort stuff out. Because before I can organize stuff, I have to get rid of stuff and get stuff in a better place than it is right now currently. So, let's throw these down. These will be books too, even though they're not black yet. Wait, I can fix that. Let me fix that. Throw that up there. Throw that up there. Throw that there. Now those two are black. And I'm just doing this so that I can color coordinate, so that I know what's happening to which boxes, so that I can stay somewhat organized with the books that I have and the other stuff that I will be having and getting, because I had to get a lot of Riptide books to get my Trident up to code. But theoretically, that should be all of the books that we have to deal with. That is that. That is that. Yeah, I think that's all the books, at least down here. Now, I've got a bunch of chests just randomly placed up at the top that I'll have to deal with here shortly. But that does that some good there. So now all I've got is these 3 chests, which there's not a whole lot in. There's the ores, there's that, and there's that. So realistically, I only need one more box. Do I have another box? Just one empty one, or one that's close to empty. That one's empty. That one's not. This one's empty at least. We can get a start with this then, because now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably not enough. But these two chests up here are relatively good. I'll just find spaces for those. It's this one I'm concerned about. But throw all this stuff in here, and then we will have still a lot of space. I've already gone to the Woodland Mansion, so I don't need the map kept. The map can despawn. We need this kept and this kept. Alright, is that it? That's it for that chest at least. So now we just got these 2 chests. Alright, cool. So I'll have to probably go get more shulker boxes again. This will probably be the 3rd trip. This is why this video is taking so long to get out, because I want to get this storage system all up in this video. So it'll just take a lot of time. So I apologize for that. But theoretically, we should be all set here with just 4 or 5 more shulker boxes. We should be good. So I'm gonna go take care of that, and I'll catch you guys back up to speed in the next clip. This is another moment for my channel where I kind of went overkill, and I'll tell you why here. Once I've got this all put in this shulker box, I think that's it. I got five total. I got 4 and then died them. But I got 4 more boxes, and this is all that those 2 chests was. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. That one was the one that we had before, which is good. I've got plenty of project boxes now, which is great, because I'll be needing them for the ocean monument for the industrial district. But that's a lot of space cleared out of my base now. Now I can keep getting work done over here on that. That's the food. I need literally everything else in here, while saving space in my inventory for a lot of other stuff. Alright, repeaters. I'm missing the half stack that I had. I don't know where my comparators went. This is now a mess, but yeah, I am thinking that I'm probably running close to short on time. maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I can't find my stuff either, so I'm gonna make a cut, and we'll determine that as well as find all my stuff. So see you momentarily. And we are back. And with a lot more progress than I anticipated. I do apologize that this task is now done, but it took a long, long time to get done. But here we do have our storage system complete. We are still missing the the sorting modules and the blocks that'll go in here to sort the specific items. But I don't have the time to do that for today's episode, so we're gonna hold off on that until next episode. But one thing that I did want to point out too is that I did end up putting an input from the second floor down here, and this input actually has both shulker box functionality to unload and also chest functionality, so we can just dump items into these four chests or into this shulker box promptly and correctly named storage shulker, and then it'll all get sorted down there. And I'll have to set up a trash bin for all the stuff that doesn't get sorted in here and doesn't get put in the mass storage tomorrow, which will be in the next episode of Ducks World, actually. But before I sign off, I did want to point out that I did use my channeling trident when I got distracted to get a skeleton and a zombie head from a charged creeper. And that was just me being distracted and enjoying smiting things with lightning. But one final note is I do want to thank you guys so much for your support and your patience on this video that took me a really long time to do. But I do think it was worth it, and that the focus of Ducks World will be changing from just learning the basic mechanics of Minecraft, because I think I've got those down, to a little bit more redstone and technical based as I'm learning redstone and that type of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next episode of Ducks World. Adios.